I swear to God, I'm gonna fire my barber. Okay, so I go to this barbershop, right? And I've been going to this barbershop for a minute now. It's been a solid 2 years I've been going there, right? And I always got cut by this one dude. Let's just name him Jerry, right? So I get to the barbershop this one day, and Jerry's kind of busy with another person. So Jerry's like, yo, I can get my homeboy to cut you up. So I'm like, sure. If you recommend him, you're chill with it, I would be down. So he calls over his homeboy, and his homeboy comes over. He's like, take a seat. He asked me what I want, and I want to change it up a little bit because for the past year or two, I've basically just been rocking the buzz cut. And I kind of just rocked it short because I didn't want to deal with it. But I was growing my hair out for a solid, since December, pretty much. So a solid 6 months. And so my hair is pretty long, and the last time I got a haircut was a month ago where I just got a low taper. Now, this time I want to switch it up a little bit, so I was like, let's do a low fade, and I just want some texture on the top and to do a textured crop. And the way I came about that is I literally took a picture of myself and I put it into ChatGPT, and I was like, what haircut would suit me the best? And it said the best haircut for your length right now would be a textured crop or a buzz cut. That's why I've been rocking the buzz cuts, because I do know I do have a face that supports a buzz cut. But I'm trying new things, so I say, all right, I want a textured crop. I just want to keep most of the length on top, texturize it, and then I have a fringe. And what my barber used to do is he used to cut it so that it would make my hairline look straight. But as my hair grew longer and longer, it ended up becoming just like a bowl cut at that point. So I was like, can you fix the fringe for me? He's like, yeah, I got you. So he starts fading me up, and I realized his guideline is kind of high. And I didn't really think much of it. I was like, you know what, maybe he's gonna cook up. I just gotta trust the process. I shouldn't have trusted the process. I should have just said something immediately, because this man ends up giving me a high fade. And the reason why that's such a problem is because my ears are very prominent. They stick more outwards than what most people have. Most people, it just goes like more backwards, so it doesn't really stick out, but mine stick out like a decent amount. So my ears are already looking more prominent, and I'm like, God, this might have been a bad idea. I maybe should have stuck with like a low taper, because the length would basically make sure my ears don't look as prominent, because it would be sticking out more, so my ears would look fine. And he's fading me up, and I'm like, all right, I'm cooked. Like, the sides already look bad. If he can make the top look really good to the point where no one's gonna notice my ears, I give props to this guy. He knows what he's doing. So he goes towards the top, right? He wets my hair, and unfortunately, due to my genetics, I do have like thin hair. I don't have very dense hair, and I'm not like going bald or anything. Like, I have a decent hairline. I have a decent amount of density. I can't really do many styles with it like sticking up or anything, because you can just see my scalp, and I really don't like that. Which is why I went for more of a buzz, because I can just comb it forward and pretty much hide my scalp. But he's cutting it, and he doesn't really cut it like short. I made sure of that. I was protecting my hair with a passion. I said just a little bit on the top. I just want that shit texturized, So he does that, and I was like, okay, thank God. This is gonna look good. He finishes the cut. My hair is still wet, and my scalp is very visible. So he's like, all good, and I was like, if I say something, he's probably gonna charge me more just for the effort. So, and it'll probably look good when it dries up, because he did work on the fringe a little bit. So I get into my car, and I'm just like rubbing my hair a bit, trying to style it while it dries. I put the fan on full blast, so I have a chance to get this to dry so I can actually see what it looks like. It didn't look good. He cut my fringe pretty short to the point, because the textured crop is supposed to cover like a decent amount of your forehead. and it really didn't do that for me. And I was like, okay, that's the first red flag. Second red flag was the fact that my fringe was still a blunt straight line, and I was like, all right, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, I specifically asked you to not give me a blunt line, and like, I told him that, and I couldn't really tell when it was wet because the hair's wet, like you can't really tell. So I was like, okay, I'm cooked. Like, my sides are so short that my ears are really prominent. The top is just cooked, and it just like elongates my face because I already have like an oval rectangular, like it's a hybrid of the two. At least that's what ChatGPT said. I'm kind of trusting ChatGPT with my hair right now, which I'm never gonna do again. I'll just go back to my buzz cuts. I'm not gonna lie, but he low key messed me up, and this drastically helped like hurt myself like appearance and also just my confidence, because I was like, I got a bad haircut, like now it's just gonna look bad, and it really took a toll on me. I hate to say it, but I genuinely started hating myself because one of my goals is to be decently looking, at least for like what I can achieve. That's why for my thinning hair, I use like minoxidil to get some more volume and also just get some more hair density. I've been putting a lot of work in my hair, and just seeing it like this, it's like, wow, all that work I just did just got ruined in 30 minutes. And I paid $35 for it, which is around average for a haircut, but still, it's $35. And you messed me up, and I was generally just in the down place. And my motivation to do literally anything was just horrible. And I tried making it work too. I was like, maybe if I like style it like this, or I put my bangs like this, or I put my hair up, it doesn't work. And as I'm recording this, looking at myself, it still doesn't work. I know this YouTube channel is like going to be mostly faceless, unless I actually blow up and get viral, and then everyone subscribes, and then I'm like, okay, I'll do a face reveal at like 1,000. Like, I would do a face reveal, and you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like, I'll do like a face reveal video and put the pictures that I'm talking about. But I didn't even want to go to the gym after that. I I didn't eat that much, and it seems so small and petty. And this haircut was like a week ago. It's still on my mind every day. Like, I look at myself, I'm like, this haircut, like I genuinely hate it. And I was thinking about just like buzzing it and like trying to make it look like work on my own, because I'm not going back to him. Fuck his homeboy. He messed me up. Like, it generally took a toll on me. And that's when I realized, even though like things look bad now, like my hair's gonna grow out. Like, if we're being so honest, it's not that deep. Like, it's gonna look bad for a little bit. Like, I'm gonna keep it like this for a month, and it's gonna keep growing out until I'm eventually gonna buzz again. But it's gonna grow anyways. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And I feel like we put so much emphasis on this, and it does hurt, because depending on whether you put a lot on your like looks or not, you still care about your looks. You still want to have like a good image to other people and yourself. So it does hurt, but you just have to realize, like, you're still gonna change. Your looks are gonna change. Your hair's gonna change. It's gonna grow anyways. So you can't really do anything about it. So might as well just not worry about it. You already know like it's gonna grow. So you can just get a new haircut in the future, and also a new barber. Never go back to a barber that messed you up the first time. I had to learn that the hard way. But there's lessons you learn in life, and you just have to face it and then learn from it. If you don't learn from it, you just go back to that barber, you're gonna get messed up again, you know? So, the point of the story is don't worry about things you can't change or it's gonna be fixed with time. Focus on working on yourself. Like, regardless, I'm still gonna go to the gym and work out, you know? Regardless, I'm still gonna eat healthy foods and get my calories in. You honestly just focus on what you can do and don't worry about what you can't do. And I'm telling you, it takes so much stress off you. You don't even know. And you will know if you do it. Trust me, you'll feel a lot better. That's all for me. I'll see you guys.